Extreme Metal Hails and welcome to 2022. It's a new year, but nothing much new has been going on. We all know the drill. It's COVID still here. Bands are doing music as usual, if not even more. And the reviews and such, pretty much the same deal as you probably are already aware. This time we'll go with a compilation from Necro Eucharist Productions. They sent me a couple of vinyls in the end of 2021, and one of them is this compilation which features plenty of death and black metal. I guess death black would be the most describing thing for this compilation, From the Depths of Darkness. This features a bunch of bands that most of you are not aware of. Most of you have no clue what is going on. That includes me, by the way. So it doesn't matter how many thousands of reviews I've done throughout the years. Every now and then, basically every month, I get to encounter new bands which I'm able to talk to you about. And this time it's a compilation of very small underground bands from areas of Slovakia and all. And this comes with a rather nice marble covered or marble looking vinyl, which offers you some insight into the underground metal of extreme styles. Here you will see the Bandcamp site. Makes no sense for me to include metal archives for the backdrop, because it would just mean a bunch of bands listed here when I can actually show you this compilation as such, which features 9 tracks, 9 bands. And there it is. There are bands like Dominion of Suffering, which I, by the way, already reviewed earlier this week. Then there is bands like Silva Nigra, Iron Winds, Infer, Black Subsputum, Pagan Spirit, Petrale, Distant Shapes, and Heresia. I know none of them previously except that Dominion of Suffering, and I only got to know it because it was sent in the same batch as this one. So basically, this is a compilation that goes through a lot of unknown names, and to be honest, I guess for a reason. Now, I don't know each band's home country, so maybe I was a little bit misleading with the Slovakian thing, but there is at least something going on with that, because some of the bands come from that territory, but that doesn't really matter. What matters more that if you find black and death metal, or bands that are leaning more black death metal with some death metal touch, or vice versa, then this is your cup of tea, especially if you're not looking for only the top-notch known bands. Now, the negative sides first. None of these bands are exactly great. Some of them are more potent than others. Some of them really show the potential to be, like a better band in the future, or foreseeable future, let's put it this way. I mean, there is plenty of this kind of death metal fierceness, and plenty of this kind of a black metal darkness present, that theoretically speaking, this compilation is able to please both audience, at least to a certain limit. That is, if you're pure black metal head, probably this won't be your cup of tea. You kind of have to be ready to embrace bands, not only bands like Behemoth, but bands that have operating both fields, so to speak. So you have to ready to be to listen to certain kind of a degree of death metal when you go for this one. And obviously appeals to the same direction when we're talking about death metal heads. If you're like pure death metal only, but you don't like these kind of hybrids, then this probably isn't your cup of tea. But the positive thing is, if you are into both styles, this will actually have a couple of nicer tracks. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing groundbreaking, nothing that really makes the fluids pump and all that stuff. And of course, there are bands which are, well, less good. Makes no point for me to exactly call out some names, especially in the negative side, because that would be just like some bad things. I mean, none of these tracks are exactly bad, but there are some that are quite mediocre-ish. Then again, like I said, some bands are actually something a little bit promising, like they could have something real going on given the full length. For example, this Dominion of Suffering, which I featured earlier on their own vinyl, actually that was something like pretty good. Definitely not great yet, but at least it's something worthwhile listening to. So this kind of a compilation gives you a little bit of a good idea what kind of unknown bands there are out there. And because you can really just listen to it on here Bandcamp site, which you will find the link provided in the description box, why not give it a go? At least you could write down for yourself some interesting bands and skip the more boring ones. So there you have it, and in case you just like to have something more obscure in your own vinyl collection, this is a pretty good addition to that. It at least looks nice, and it's a little bit different than your average big band, mainstream, whatever name you already have there. But I get it, it's not for everybody, it's not for me either. I'm not a big fan of collections or compilations such as this that is. But it's nice to give some new bands a shot and maybe find out some cool songs while doing that. So in case you feel like doing that, give this compilation a chance, and who knows, maybe you will find some interesting ones for your listening pleasure. This is all from Rauta. Have a great week and weekend. Bye bye.